Hunte warns PNM members, the dangers of unwavering loyalty. Former government minister Robert Hunte has warned People's National Movement, PNM, members about unwavering loyalty and the need for accountability. The decision to postpone the PNM National Convention and internal elections continues to create discontent in the party. However, Government Minister Camille Robinson-Regis had countered criticisms, saying it was done democratically. Some party members disagree. Hunte said Robinson-Regis was entitled to her opinion, as he declared that he stands with his colleague, former Labour Minister Jennifer Baptiste-Primus, who objected to the PNM General Council's decision to do this last weekend at Balasir House in Port of Spain. Baptiste-Primus, as well as PNM stalwart Ferdy Ferreira, had said the initial decision made via a media release to cancel the convention and elections was ultra vires of the party's constitution. Following objections, the General Council ratified the decision to cancel and instead said the convention and internal elections would be postponed. Baptiste-Primus was the lone member to vote against the decision. This move has caused deep division in the PNM, as some party members see the strategy as an orchestrated move to appoint Energy Minister Stuart Young as Prime Minister should the PNM win the next general election. Robinson-Regis last week issued a statement defending the General Council's decision and dismissing the concerns of Hunte, Ferreira, as well as former PNM member Karen Nunez Teixeira. Democratic values. In an interview with the Sunday Express on Friday, Hunte said he will continue to speak out. True democracy is not about unwavering loyalty, it's about principled engagement and accountability. While I understand the need for strategic discretion, I believe that when we are asked to set aside our individual rights under a simple call to trust me, we risk undermining the very integrity of our democratic values, he said. Respecting a decision doesn't mean we can't thoughtfully question it, especially when there's a need for greater clarity. Especially when there is so much at stake. Questions are needed to make sure we remain on the proper course, particularly when it comes to matters of leadership, because the responsibility of the PNM is connected to how the needs of the underserved demographic are addressed, especially policies that benefit the greater good of all. And lastly, it is the long-standing flag bearer of social and economic justice, he added. Noting Ferreira had said the PNM Constitution is the party's bedrock, Hunte said it was the responsibility of dedicated members to uphold these guiding principles. Respecting our Constitution requires us not only to act with integrity, but also to ensure that our actions reflect a sense of justice that our members and the public can stand behind. In this instance, I believe we have fallen short of that expectation, he said. It's reassuring to know that I am not alone. Jennifer Baptiste-Primus, a deeply respected leader within both the trade union movement and our party, shares my concerns. Mr. Ferdy Ferreira, a distinguished and long-standing member of our party, has voiced similar views, he said. He said they have consistently upheld the values and principles that define the PNM. What I am bringing to light are not personal grievances, but fundamental concerns rooted in the core values of the People's National Movement, a party to which I remain firmly dedicated, he said. He said, like Baptiste-Primus, he respects the decision of the General Council, though I would not have made the same choice. For this reason, I stand with her decision to oppose it, and I likely would have done the same if I had been present. It's important to engage in dialogue that values differing perspectives, especially within our party, he said. Speaking up. According to Hunte, effective governance begins long before the election of officials. It starts by ensuring those who dedicate many years of their life to the party are genuinely included in an open and transparent democratic process, one that values every voice. Hunte, who said he has been a devoted PNM member for nearly 40 years, pointed out that he fully supported the move from a delegate system to a one-member, one-vote model under the leadership of Dr. Keith Rowley and Baptiste-Primus. This shift was about broadening engagement and empowering the party's base, reinforcing the principle that every contribution matters, he said. Hunte resigned as Public Utilities Minister in May 2020, before the general election that year. He said he did this due to professional differences, as he pointed out that he never publicly disclosed the nature of those differences, not because they lack significance, but because I respect and value my country, constituents, and party the same way I do with the PNM's constitution. When you're in government, it's not about holding power for its own sake. It's about using that authority to genuinely improve the lives of our citizens. When I felt that commitment was being compromised, I made the difficult but necessary choice to resign, the same way now I am making the difficult but necessary choice to speak up, he said. Unanswered questions. Ferreira told the Sunday Express by phone last week that Robinson Regis was entitled to her opinion, but it did not change the fact that the initial decision to cancel was in breach of the party's constitution. He said they could have come to the General Council and indicated the general election screening process was still ongoing and therefore there was a need to postpone the convention. Ferreira said only the General Council has the authority to fix the date and do the organizing for the convention. Ferreira said, like Baptiste Primus, he is not satisfied with the decision taken on October 19th, and there are still many unanswered questions.